Hi, in this video I want to show you exactly why the first 48 hours is crucial to take advantage of as you decide to put money into the d.ai.sy smart contract. Normally there's requirements as you move through the generations or tiers, but in the first 48 hours not only are the first and second generation unlocked, but all 10 generations are unlocked with no requirements. So it really gives you a benefit, especially if you're somebody that isn't really looking at growing their team or signing up others under referrals. If you're just looking to put some money in for yourself as a contribution to the smart contract and hoping to get some benefit out of that, the first 40 hours is really crucial for you. If you're going to build a team, still, you want to get as big of a jump start as you can. And I'll show you exactly what's possible in the first 48 hours especially. Okay, so each generation, it's a forced matrix. I'm not going to bore you with that, but it's a 3x10. So it's going to pre-fill left to right and down from your person that referred you. So it's going to pre-fill. I can only have 3 people on my first level, 9 on my second, 27 on third, and so on, all the way down. So if I filled all 10 generations myself, I could technically have 88,572 people join under my team through the other, the various levels. So if they're figuring out an average of 4%, which is what you would get on the $100, which is your sign up, the basic tier 1 sign up fee, $100. If you figure that out at 88,000 people, 88,000 times $4 is 345,000 just from spillover in the first 48 hours if you had the $100 package purchased by 88,000 people. Is that realistic? Possibly. I don't know. The first launch had 56,000 people join, and the website was not fully functional. This second launch is supposed to be flawless, and there is a big build-up, so it's very possible, but we'll see. I want to show you what a realistic simulation is, and I'm going to have this spreadsheet, which you guys can all have access to if you'd like. You can leave a comment below the video, ask the person that showed this to you, or you can email me directly. My email is donkeat@gmail.com. It's donkeat@gmail.com, and I'll show it with you. Obviously free of charge whether you're on my team or not. You just ask. Okay, so I'm showing if you do just one pack, that's going to be $100 to enter, and you entered in all generations. If your team above you and the people above you filled all their teams and filled everything up, they got 88,000 people in above you. Could possibly have $344,000 in the first 48 hours. Highly unlikely, to be honest, but we'll see. What I would suggest to make the maximum of your first 48 hours is go past the first pack. Everybody has to come in at $100, so whether you're really serious about it or not, everybody's going to have $100. There's going to be even less people on tier 2, and even less on tier 3, and less on tier 4, less on tier 5, and so on. And obviously the top people, there's going to be very few people that are going to be able to afford tier 8, 9, or 10 right off the bat. So if you can, at the minimum, come in at tier 3, which is not a ton, but it is $700, which I want to respect that, depending on where you're at, if that's a lot of money for you or not. And let's say the people above you, you have 10 generations, but you have an okay team. They didn't really fill everything out. What is possible for you? Okay. So what happens is you only qualify for the tier that you purchase yourself. So you only can get paid out on people that come in at tier 3 or below. So you're going to get all of tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. Anybody in tier 4 or above, you'd miss out on. So you would put in this situation, you'd pack tier 3, which is $700. This would unlock your generations. And if you had 243 people come in above you, you would get $2,916. Very basic. If you had a killer team that just blew it out and had 10 generations unlocked, you could possibly make $1.4 million pretty much. Very unrealistic. Probably not going to happen for most people, so I don't want to give you the false hope. But you're going to be somewhere in this range here. $48 to $314,000. Just depending on how many people come in above you and it fills left to right. You can't have more than this maximum matrix size. Nobody has any exceptions to that. So as their team above you fill in, that's where the spillover comes from. So if you have an awesome team leader, they have people below them that are awesome and filling out their spots. That's where you're going to get the spillover. So you want to make sure whoever you decide to sign up with has a very active upline and a very active team. And that's where you're going to get the maximum benefit for your spillover. So I hope that makes sense. I don't want to bother you with all the details on how it will work after the 48 hours. I just kind of show you what could happen in the first 48 hours, and you guys can get a copy of this spreadsheet. You could change anything you want and see exactly what will happen. It's very straightforward. Actually, is very easy to understand once you mess around with it. So I hope that helped. I don't want to mislead anyone. I think it's very exciting and what the possibilities are for Daisy. And I just don't want to make anybody miss out on their first 48 hours on what's possible, because it really is eye-opening what could happen if you really maximize the first 48 hours. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll talk to you guys soon.